From the kitchen of the cabin, it's the 5 Games for Doomsday review.
Cassiopeia. When is good not good? It's a question that plagues the arts. When you look at the professional arts, films, books, all internet rants and crazy people aside, there is very little that is genuinely bad. It's as rare as the exceptional. The scum as well as the cream rises to the top, but that layer is thin. Underneath, when you go deep into the barrel, that's where you find the normal, the standard, the good. This is becoming more and more apparent in games. In the 7 years I've been a gamer, almost every aspect of the hobby has advanced. There have always been great games, but now there are cascades of them every year, and when you go past the games, the tide has also been rising. The pilot fish that circle the whale have become more muscular and lithe. Even in my tiny corner of the sea, the board game media, you can, if you look for it, find work of real skill. Now the enthusiasm has been coupled with genuine technical ability, and when the craft of something is held up to as much scrutiny as the look of the thing, then the media swirling around this hobby will really begin to flourish. And that's just around the corner. This is when good isn't good enough. This is when good starts to be thought of as a bare minimum, and great, exceptional, invigorating and transformative starts to be used, and not just because the writer wants to pepper their prose with varied adjectives, but because it's only by these words that the true feeling of the experience can be conveyed. You barely see a broken game now. Even Kickstarter is no longer a roulette wheel. Sure, there are things that are not to your taste, things that fail to crackle across your synapses, but rarely do you buy something that is unplayable or poorly conceived anymore. Good has become the minimum requirement now, and that places good on the bottom rung of the ladder. Cassiopeia from Hobby World is a good game. In Cassiopeia, players take on the roles of intergalactic space engineers seeking to terraform a system of planets. Each player will get their own system, though they are functionally identical to everyone else's. When terraformed, these planets will flip and unlock special abilities like banks that will allow players to protect goods. The drawback is flipping these cards makes terraforming more expensive, as the resource requirements for terraforming are taken from the card to the left of the one you wish to terraform. On a player's turn, they will activate the characters that are in the middle of the table. These characters yield resources or allow you to manipulate a global station that will make your actions more powerful. After a player has terraformed all 7 of their planets, they win the game. Cassiopeia is a good game, and that is to damn it with the faintest of praise. All of the elements fit together well enough to make a game a cohesive experience, but nothing more. This is a promenade of collection and spending. Decisions here are plain and simple and have none of the delicious peril that a game requires to be truly entertaining. Success doesn't inspire joy in the same way that failure doesn't result in frustration. It's a game that is built to work rather than fly. You take your turn and pass it on to the next player, and soon enough the game ends. It's neither too long nor too short. It's not too simple or too fiddly. It simply is. As unmemorable as the drive to work or the 50th positive thinking meme your Facebook friends have posted that day. Good has become a word that has all the critical connotation of the word nice. Cassiopeia is not an unpleasant experience, but it is one that hasn't stayed with me, and that is to its detriment. This review was made possible by the donations of my patrons. You can become one too at patreon.com/5G4D. Thank you for listening.